Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your Love Tarot reading. This is for March 16th through March 31st. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards here to get a sense of the overall energy for you in regards to love. Those of you single, those of you couple, dating, crushing, missing an ex, you name it. Okay, well, we got kind of a lot here. So, I'm going to pull, I want to look at your energy and whoever else you're involved with or want to be involved with, or somebody you don't know who's around maybe, but let's see. Okay, so this is for this side, and alright, this is for this side, alright. And we will save these for a little bit later for some clarity. So, over on this side, we have the distorted feminine, fear, hiding, holding back. So either you or who you are involved with or who's interested in you is actually, there's a sense of withholding, of not fully expressing. So what I'm getting with this is, you know, sometimes when we're really interested in somebody, but we're afraid because we don't know how they feel about us back, or they're not available just yet emotionally, or for whatever reason, we don't express our true feelings for them. And that's what I'm feeling here. So it could be you doing that, or somebody in your life who's interested in you romantically is doing that, where it's kind of like, I'm really interested, I have these feelings for you, but I'm not expressing that. Now, for others of you, this is a little bit different energy. It's where you are holding something within, or whoever you're dealing with is holding something within, because we don't want to fight, we're afraid, there's some insecurity. So there's definitely some holding back here. And, scorned, vengeful, unforgiving. So something has happened here, okay? Or this is what we're afraid of. This is why we're holding back, because, you know, there's going to be a potential outcome that we don't want to deal with. And that's not to say that's what's going to be, but that's like the perception. So, let's pull some more, because this is very interesting. And also, Sagittarius, I kind of feel like if somebody's owed an apology here, we're really afraid to do that because of how things went down. Like, would it even be accepted? Would they cut my head off? Like, there's definitely an element of that. So I'm going to try something a little bit different for these. And we're going to start on this side, and we're going to build the foundation of what this energy is working from, what they're thinking about, you know, what's going on inside of them. Okay, so closest to me is going to start their foundation, which is the Devil. Next up is the Three of Pentacles. And on top of that is the Four of Cups. So this is some sort of like repetitive cycle routine that this person goes through, or is feeling like this connection or this relationship just continually goes through, where we're at odds, we're a team, and then it's like things are taken for granted, things aren't appreciated. So let's see what the foundation is over on this side. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords. Yes, some unhappy energy definitely going on. The Three of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. So interesting is the Four of Pentacles is also about like holding back, kind of being selfish, not fully being expressive of, you know, what you're feeling, what you're thinking, really holding back, especially like material resources or support or empathy. There's just like, this energy is closed, okay? Very upset about something. Whatever has happened here, whatever was said, whatever was done, this person is very upset. over here, I want to make things right. I really do. But do I have the energy, or would it even be accepted? Because since I see the foundation, you know, kind of going in this cycle, this energy right here may be feeling like, you know what, I am so tired of this. I'm tired of kissing your butt. Every single thing upsets you. It's like I'm walking on eggshells and I'm just done. Or I want to come clean about something, which is not like a malicious dark secret, but like I want to reveal myself. I want to be honest. I want to be open. I want to be vulnerable, but I'm really afraid of the repercussion. Okay, but because we have the devil sitting here, even though this energy in the reading is coming through as much more open, even though they're holding back, like I want to work things out, there's a streak in them too where they go into this energy where they're vengeful, they're upset, they're unforgiving, you know, they're really emotionally stimulated by things that have happened. So this is like a repeating pattern of together things are good, but then there's this huge clashing of energy, and it's just like the same thing over and over and over. The Four of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, both top the reading here. So fours are all about stability, and since this is at the top of the dice, what this is telling me is there's stability in this energy of this cycle of the intensity, and then it's good, the intensity, and then it's good. Like that's what's fixed. That's what the foundation of this relationship is. Because oh my god, it just hit me. 3 and 3. Duh, I didn't see that for a second. Sorry, Sagittarius. Yeah, this right here, this is the good time. The 3s right there. Right here, the devil and the 5 of swords, that's the clashing of energies. That's the fighting. That's the bickering. That's the misunderstandings, okay? So this is very much in solid form. These energies, this is a cycle, this is what this relationship or connection is really working from, and that's what the foundation is, at least these next 2 weeks, okay? And that's why it feels kind of stuck, like a misunderstanding, like we just can't get past this. So let's see what comes out between the two of you. Okay, so we have the Hierophant, we have the Knight of Wands, and even though there's one wand in this dice, the little marking around it lets me know that that's the Knight and not the Ace. And then over here we have the King of Wands. Look at that. All right, so we have 2 fire energies in the King and the Knight. Could be dealing with a fellow fire sign, or this is just talking about the intensity here, where with the Hierophant, when it's good, it's good. It's soul. It's like 5th dimension. It's like there's nothing better in this world. But when it's clash, it is fire. And some flaky energy, kind of like in, out. All right, and then up here, the 2 wands behind the crown, that's where I see like this routine that we're fixed in, we're stuck in, and it's like we've got to figure out a way out of this energy. So whether you've been with somebody for a while, or this is like a new connection, or this is somebody that kind of comes and goes, definitely a cycle needing to be broken here, a change, going at this a new way, making a new choice, because I feel like this kind of goes back and forth, you know, like right now, these next 2 weeks, this side of the reading is, I want to work things out, I'm sorry, you know, we've got to get past this. Over here is like, no, I am so mad, I'm so angry, end all, no repair, I'm done, you know, just very assertive, very forceful, very powerful, you know, energy, where over here, we're kind of disconnected, but we don't want to be, all right? So I'm going to pull some more cards to gain some more insight, and see what else comes out. Okay, so we have the twist of fate, blessing in disguise, wake up call. Look at that. Yes, something absolutely has got to give. Something has got to change. And we have the divine masculine of roses, devoted, patriarch, successful. So some of you, this could be an earth sign, because we do have the Hierophant and the Devil, which would be Taurus or Capricorn. The earth energy right here through the roses would be, you know, Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. So strong masculine energy coming out, earth energy. And Nine of Emotions, blessings, magic, synchronicity. When it's bad, it's bad. When it's good, it's good. And I'm sorry, let's make it better. Like, I want to make up with you. Oh, I get it. It's hard. It is hard. And, you know, for some of you, this may be like something that just repeats in your mind over and over and over about a specific relationship. And it's like, will I ever get past this? Will I ever get over this? Will I ever move on from this? Funny that I'm saying that, because next out, look at this, spirit guide. Guidance, overseer, the unknowable. What this tells me is there is some non-physical guidance, a spirit guide that is overseeing this relationship, this connection, whether we're together or we're separated. And with this coming out, I know there's a lot of soul growth that is taking place between these two energies at this time. Yeah, look at the novice. We're learning something new. Awakening consciousness, awakening emotions, choosing a new path. That's what this is for you guys, where we've got to break this cycle, because there is energy here that's viable. That's why it's so good. But it's like we exist in one or the other of extreme, of good or bad, and we've got to find that middle ground. Yeah, and look at this. So for those of you who are separated or an apology needs to be given, look at what's here. Six of Emotion, longing, nostalgia, return. So we're in Mercury retrograde. You very well may hear from somebody. You may be the one that wants to return to them. Okay. Some of you, this may happen because this is sitting on top of this Knight of Emotions, the wish, the magic, what we hope to be, but also in the future section. So this could be reconciliation. This could be apology. This is choosing a new direction under the guidance of this angel, this spirit guide that's overseeing this situation. Nine of Roses, abundance, independence, luxury. So, you know, it's like some of us, if we've been separated here, it's because there's an element of needing to be separated on our journey, because we have to learn some independence. Maybe there was some codependency. Somebody was giving more than the other person. But this to me is growth. A lot of growth was needed in the past, okay? And it sits under Twist of Fate and the Spirit Guide. So whatever you've been going through in this, you know, particular relationship, wherever this is speaking to you, very divinely guided, Sagittarius. And I'm sorry, my voice is all hoarse, so it's hard for me to, like, that's why I keep kind of stopping when I'm talking. The journey, aspirations, pursuit, travel. We really, somebody really, man, wants to reconnect, wants to apologize, wants a second chance. Four of Roses, look at that, closed, greedy, selfish. Four of Roses would be Four of Pentacles, and it's falling out over on the side, and this ends the reading. And Sagittarius, what this tells me is there is this desire of reconnection, and this desire of reconciliation, a stir, but there's somebody's energy is like too close, and it's falling on, you know, this side. I see that somebody may be just too hurt, or, you know, if this is where you're like, I don't know why this person would be hurt with me, if that's, you know, how this is speaking to you, I'm not justifying them. I'm just showing you what they're feeling, the energies they're putting out there to help you understand what's going on here. And so somebody is really hurt here, whether it's justified or not. And because of that, we've really like separated, blocked our energy, closed off, things of that nature. But on the other side, it's like, I really want to work this out. I want to apologize. I want to break through this. Like if we're together, it's like one side really wants to overcome every hurdle that exists in this relationship, truly, wholeheartedly, all the way from their soul, their roots. It's like, I want to make this work. I'm willing to change. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make this work. But then the other side is very closed right now, is very upset, is hurt. There's something that has transpired here. Twist of fate, it's destiny. It was meant to be, because something needs to change here. A wake-up call, the warning sign, like something's got to give. Change needs to happen. We've got to go about things in a much different way. So let's see the extra cards that flew out. We have kind, caring, and generous. We have awakened union, mirror, lifetime soulmate. Yeah, like I said, I see the potential, the energy here, but there's some barrier, some impasse. And now here's a masculine card coming out again, right on top of this masculine, active, outdoorsy, adventurer. And here's female, right next to that masculine, unique, diamond, authentic. This is a very special connection, but look at scattered, case of the X, emotional baggage. With that coming out, some of you, that is my signal that you are definitely separated from this person right now, and there is such a desire, a return for reconciliation in your heart and theirs too. But there's some barrier, some hurt, some fear that exists between the two at this time. Now, for those of you where we are in this current connection, what I see here is a relationship, and I'm going to go a couple different ways with this, so you go with how it fits. I see a relationship where there is great chemistry and connection, but there's somebody still kind of hung up on the ex, and that baggage is like being drug into this, and that's what's causing this friction, this impasse, and like somebody is so tired of it, done, over, like, give me a break, get over the ex and pick me, or be done with me and keep crying about the ex, is kind of an energy that I'm getting. Now, for others of you where there's no ex issue, what I feel about this is all the things that this connection or relationship has been through has caused a lot of damage. And even though there's an amazing connection here, and it's very mutual, okay? It's just, there's a difference in, I feel, emotional maturity between the two, or like a elevation of consciousness. And so one person is getting really damaged and hurt through the course of just everything that goes on. And now that's a factor. And that's what exists in between this connection right now. That's the hurdle. That's the problem. That's where we've got to make a new choice. That's what we have got to overcome, okay? And look at, we just got a little notification, and I'll take that as a confirmation, Sagittarius. So let's pull some more cards and see what else Spirit would like to add to this. All right, so we have Leo, distorted energy, 9 of Wands. All right, and this says, overly sensitive or defensive, one-sided, lashing out. I think we know which side this is sitting on. Over here, the one who feels very scorned, very hurt, very angry. Don't you dare come near me or I will chop your head off. And now we have some Pisces energy coming out. Pisces energy is showing us balance, the High Priestess. This says natural psychic, empath, or healer, star chakra consciousness, old soul, humanity teacher. So, here's that beautiful connection, star chakra consciousness that exists between the two. Okay, it is there. That's why we can't let this go. No matter, you know, how bad things get or are or what's happened, that's why we still come back. That's why we can't let go. That's what this is all about. And finally, over here, we have Scorpio, balance energy. And this is death. So this card is my Scorpio card that represents that energy. So some of you very well are dealing with the Scorpio because it's over on this side. And it says, psychic, empathic, highly intuitive, sees behind the shadow, accepts endings, and allows transformation. So I see a union of two divine souls here, okay? Both very wise in their own right. However, one is more awakened or more emotionally mature than the other. And that causes a lot of imbalance between the two energies here. And on this side, we are angry, we are frustrated, like we're done, you know. And I say that as we're done from the ego, because a soul contract is a soul contract is a soul contract. And we could tell ourselves in our ego, we're done with whoever, but that connection's never going to leave us. That person's going to keep circling back into our reality until that contract is fulfilled. So to me, there is more to this. It's not over, whether we're separated, you know, and for whatever that means, there's more growth spiritually to this situation. And, you know, for those of you who are still connected, I feel you've come to a point in your relationship where it's time to shift the relationship. And that comes from the novice, from making a new choice and sticking with it, so that we don't keep repeating this, you know, same energy over and over and over. You're ready to shift out of that. You know, the adventure begins right here, but somebody is closed. Somebody wants this, and somebody is, you know, still really hurt or holding a grudge over these next 2 weeks. So just keep that in mind. And even if somebody's holding a grudge, that for some of you, we're still together, we're still acting normal, but it's being really held deep inside, okay? And we're not talking about it because, again, there is a beautiful energy in this connection, even though we can't seem to get it right sometimes. There's something very special here, okay? And I see that very strongly, but the energy is quite distorted right now and out of alignment, and it comes back into alignment by shift in consciousness on your behalf, their behalf, or the two of you together. It's just one of you has to shift there and consistently vibrate in that new space for the other one to join, okay? So I'm gonna pull a couple outcome cards for you guys to wrap this reading up. All right, so we have Owl Totem, quietly observe. So this is like, these next 2 weeks is not really the time to try to push against anything. It's more like feel the vibes of the other person, feel the rhythm of life around you, and just go with that. Don't, just sit back and wait. If there's a reconciliation to be had here, it's like Spirit's going to set that up for you. You don't even have to try. It's just something that's going to naturally happen, okay? Especially with these two energies showing like that. Yeah, mountaintop, spiritual enlightenment. So those of you who are separated, it's because there's some soul growth, some soul lessons that must be worked out separately right now. Those of you who are still connected or dealing with somebody who's in and out, or somebody, you know, who's just unavailable, there's some enlightenment that has to take place. Again, we've got to make a different choice here and go about things a different way to get a different result, because fossils, you've outgrown this. Yeah, it's time for a shift. And I don't mean like time to move on from this person or anything like that. It's like a shift in consciousness to change the geometric pattern of the relationship, of the experience, of the energy. Okay? It's just time for that. So, Sagittarius, special connection, just a lot of spiritual growth taking place, and really big time shifting that needs to happen to go to that next level and, you know, break some sort of repetitive cycle that we keep going through. Okay, so those are your messages, Sagittarius. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.